Hi guys, my name is Jeff and welcome back to another episode of Wedding Tips. I may not know everything, but I will share with you to the best of my knowledge. So in this episode, I'm going to share more about the wedding rings, invitation cards, and wedding favors. The wedding rings are a symbol of love and commitment. It's a physical representation of your love story and the start of your journey together. But with so many options out there, it can be a little bit overwhelming to choose the perfect one. So the best way to start is to set your budget first, then the material that you prefer, and lastly the design that you like. The average price of a wedding ring in Singapore is mostly above $1,000. You can just walk into any jewelry shop and ask for a pair of wedding ring. Personally for me, I like Michael True because you are able to customize and build your ring online and have it delivered to you. The price is also quite affordable and you can build your ring based on your budget as well. However, if you are on a budget and feeling adventurous, you can always go and DIY your own wedding ring. There are a few workshops in Singapore that I found online that provide DIY ring, and the price are pretty affordable. They range from as low as $239 to $270 for 2 rings. The capacity of the workshop is usually around 2 to 6 people max, and it takes roughly around 2 hours for the whole session. You can also let them know that you want a private session for you and your spouse only. Of course, the price might be a little bit higher, but do take note that the material provided are usually sterling silver. You can always opt for a different material at a higher cost. You may also consider crossing the causeway over to JB and find one over there. I managed to find Zocraft in JB, which is considerably near to the causeway, and they provide a few options of the material. They do have the usual silver material, and on top of that, they have the 9K white gold, 18K white gold, 14K rose gold, and 22K gold. As for the 9K white gold, the price is about 2,900 ringgit or $873 SGD. This is definitely a good activity for you and your spouse as you guys are able to spend quality time together, creating memories and creating something very unique which nobody else have. The imperfect perfection for you and your spouse, and it is surely bang for the buck. Next up will be the wedding invitation card. Sometimes when you book a 5-star hotel banquet, they may offer to print a wedding invitation card for you, whether is it for free or might have additional charges. I remember the hotel used to provide this a few years ago, but now I'm not so sure if the hotels still offer this. So you might want to check it out yourself with the hotel management. If not, you can always Google wedding invitation card template and edit it yourself, or go to Canva where many people get their nice design from. You can just type in wedding cards and you will get multiple options to choose from, or just get the background from there and Photoshop in the details yourself. Printing wise, you can always head down to Sunshine Plaza where there are a lot of printing shops over there. That's one of the favorite printing spots for many students and business personnel, as they offer many types of paper material as well as different sizes. However, if you want to be a little bit more environmental friendly, you can always send out e-invite. It is pretty common nowadays and it is free to use for many websites. You can definitely save yourself from a lot of hassle going house to house delivering these invitation cards. One of the pros of using the e-invite is that your guests are able to RSVP instantly as compared to the traditional invitation cards where you might have to wait for a few weeks to a few months for your guests to reply or get back to you whether or not they are able to make it. This way, you can plan your wedding banquet earlier with a peace of mind. Some of the e-invite websites may also allow you to include your cute little story about how you and your spouse meet. Your guests are also able to write their well wishes through the website for everyone to see. Next will be the wedding favors. Wedding favors are small gifts or tokens of appreciation that are given to your guests for attending your wedding. If you are having a wedding banquet at the hotel, most likely they will provide the wedding favors for your guests. The common ones I've seen are bag hooks, bar soap, wooden phone stand, and poker cards. However, in some cases where you have to get your own wedding gifts for your guests, here are some of the suggestions of mine. I did a mini survey to see what is the best gift that they have ever received, or what do they hope to receive from the bride and the groom. Majority of the people mentioned that they have received or like to receive consumable items such as chocolate, honey, macarons, and cookies. Some interesting ones that I've gotten were handmade kaya, kueh, and jam. Among the popular recommendation was scented candles. You can hardly go wrong on scented candles as well. If you go on Shopee, you can get them at around $2 to $3 per candle, or maybe even cheaper if you are buying in bulk. Another very useful suggestion is phone cables. You can never have enough good phone cables. However, this can be a little bit tough as you may need to cater for both Android's USB-C as well as Apple's Lightning cable. If you get the cheap one, it may not be as good. Or if you get the good one, it may be very expensive, especially if you have a lot of guests to give. So it is more suitable if you have a small wedding party and you know what are the phones that they are currently using. Lastly, someone also told me that if you want to have something more fun and interesting, you can always give people 4D or Toto tickets. Who knows, they might be the next millionaire and pay for your wedding instead. So that's all for this episode of Wedding Tips. So if you like my video, do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.